Welcome back to the Real Life of Joe. This is Joe. I do music reviews and talk shit in mics. And I have a guest with me. And come here. Oh, now I have a guest. I don't know where they came from, but they joined me today, and they're so cute. Can I keep them? Can I keep him? Welcome back to the Real Life of Joe. This is Joe. I do music reviews and talk shit in mics. And here we are at Dos Migos seafood restaurant in Baltimore, Maryland with another episode. And I'm going to have a guest with me today. Hopefully, because y'all know how y'all be sometimes. But anyway, we have a guest this week. I'm going to let him introduce himself to you. And let's get the show started. Welcome back to the Real Life of Joe. This is Joe. I do music reviews and talk shit in mics. Welcome back to the Real Life of Joe. This is Joe. I do music reviews and talk shit in mics. And I got a stranger over here next to me. So, excuse me, who you is, who you ain't, what you do, who you do it for.
We got the kitten in the back that's a stranger. I'm a stranger. I like it. I see what's happening. My name is Alonetiq artistically. Appreciate you having me on. I am a poet, spoken word artist. I've been doing this for 14 years. Been living in Maryland for 8 years. This is home at this point, but I was raised in North Carolina. Even spent a few years in Minnesota, actually, crazy enough.
Minnesota, wow.
Yeah, moving around a lot, so, yeah.
So in other words, you're not new to this, you're true to this.
There it is.
Yeah, right, I love it. So I also see that you're, you say international poet also. So what other places have you been?
Had an opportunity to perform in Abu Dhabi.
What the hell is that?
The UAE, the United Arab Emirates.
Oh, wow.
Like it's right next to Dubai.
Oh, wow.
Right, so like the other side of the country, 14-hour direct flight. That was interesting.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. How tell me about that experience. What was that like for you?
So shout out to a poet named Masterpiece. She not only is an amazing poet, but also just an entrepreneur, a brand and all that. So she organizes trips to places like Dubai. She's been to Africa multiple times, Brazil, and so combines like the real, true cultural experience with, sometimes some of those who join our poets. So there's an event there. We'll pull upon somebody else's.
All right. So you've been doing this for 14 years. Mm-hmm. What sparked your interest in poetry and spoken word? Was there a specific moment or influence that's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this?
So I credit Def Jam Poetry. So they were on the air doing their thing right around me being into high school and to college. So that was definitely, I would find time to watch them. A lot of amazing people I hadn't previously heard of, and then also celebs. So that was always a fun experience. Yeah. But that wasn't immediately like that was like 01, 02 when I started watching it. But I didn't start writing myself later. So I guess what really inspired and motivated it was like that being an outlet, it being a way to express myself.
Yeah, Def Jam Poetry, that was pretty cool. That's how I think I saw, well, not to age myself, but like I saw it on YouTube 9 years after. Mm-hmm. But I've seen it. That sparked my interest too. It was a good show. So you are a newly published author also. Yes. So let's talk about your book. It's called It's Different. Right?
Yes, Alonetiq is different. Yes.
Tell me about it.
So we, and I'm not saying this complaining or anything, the intention was to release it last year when I turned 40, but we didn't quite make it, and that's okay. You know what I mean? So, right, it's not like pity, that's what the journey was. So, but behind that theme, it was 40 poems. That I always knew that's what I was going for. So it's just everything or various pieces along the way. So there's one in 2013, one poem in 2016, and the rest between 2019 and last year. What was really nice about it is all of them, the way I edited it, where I was editing, so using Google Docs for the most part, or even a Word document, it was, the original place it was, it's dated. So all these poems are dated.
Oh, wow.
So you can kind of, you can see like, okay, he was you was on this in 2021. You know, you can just see evolution and growth and the different, you know, what I was on, because it's not chronological.
Yeah. Interesting. What type of topics do you touch on in the book?
I will primarily, I primarily speak on, you know, just life, my own experiences. I will definitely talk about mental health, mention my own, you know, be a voice for others and things like that. Continue to encourage, especially men. So I appreciate the other male poets who make that a specialty, you know, as a point of emphasis, because that's important. I have, mental health. I got to talk about, you know, I got to talk about some people that wanted to try me. You know, we turned that into some bars, have fun with it a little bit. I'm not an erotic poet, but you know, just a sprinkle here and there. Yeah, that's not, you know. So yeah, it's variety.
So what was your process like getting published, and how? And can you share with us what it felt like to actually hold your book in your hands for the first time?
Absolutely. So I shout out the people, or one time for the people who were very, you know, integral and like encouraged me, because I was just writing. You know, and they were like, I know you have enough for a book, you know what I mean? So it was like, them talking to me and encouraging me to go down that path. So first for me, it was, what do I want to be on there? You know, and what was supposed to be the theme. So again, at some point, the 40 poems. Then it was just like going through my list, okay, which ones am I okay with? You know, everything they make the cut. And also at the same time, some I give more credit than originally I did. It's like, this is at least okay, you know, let them decide instead of just deciding what is and what isn't good. As far as the actual process itself, I used Amazon's self-publishing route. It definitely made things a lot easier. The thing that was you know, instilled to me, and I want to make sure anybody else should know, is get your own ISBN though. You know what I mean? So, because they have a free option, but you know, most things aren't free. I mean, even the publishing, like, they take a good chunk out, but
a huge chunk. Yeah. My book's on there too.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
They take a chunk, but
send it out myself. I do it myself.
But nah, we didn't want to do that. But the ISBN would be even further. It's almost like at that point you are saying it's actually theirs that rented to you, and so yeah, that's important. Own that at the very least.
Good tip. So I know you like music, but you like some type of genre I never heard of before. What is boom bap?
So it's more of an underground. Although, it is underground, especially to, you know, today. Like, it's definitely a whole different style now. But like a Ninth Wonder, a DJ Premier, a Jay Dilla, like those producers. A Pete Rock, him and Common just had an album recently. Like those type of producers that have a snare that sounds like that. It's boom bap.
Can you make the sound?
I will not do that. I can do it, and I absolutely promise. You got a phone, I got a phone. I will pull up the
come
song.
on! Is it
I
like?
know it sounds good.
I'm feeling like it's something Cosby. Is it
something?
Is it something like that?
Oh, that's hilarious. No, it is not.
All right, I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, that's too good. No, I go far away from Cosby in 2024.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
I like it though. That was funny.
So let's see. So you like underground music as well, right? Who's your favorite underground artist right now, and what do you love about their work?
So growing up in North Carolina, I'm always gonna lean towards the home team. So that's Little Brother, so Fonte, and rapper Big Pooh. They've been doing their thing for like 20 years, I think. Yeah. Their first one, I got put onto them when I was in college. You talking about dating? When I was in college in the early 2000s. By a friend of mine from Texas. Like I didn't even, you know, hear about it, but shout out to, you know, college was great for me. I'm sorry, not jumping. College was great for me because like one of those things that brought me to other like-minded people was music. So then that introduced me to stuff I wouldn't have known about by myself. So yeah, them, and then newer is Rhapsody, also out of North Carolina, female rapper.
Yeah, I know that one. I know Rhapsody. She good.
She not underground no more, right?
Yeah.
Like she put in. I don't know if people don't necessarily know. Like she had music out, because she probably been writing before that, but music out as long as I've been writing.
Wow.
But her, so 2010. So like, a lot of people might have just heard her recently, and that's fine. But she put in that work. You can't help but feel happy, salute her and everything she's doing. And then I listen to people outside of North Carolina. I did, like I said, Common. So like Common and Eminem had came out with an album at the same time recently, and I listened to Common's first. Like that's why I'm at. So he's not underground, but that's that I've been. He came from where he came from to now being pretty prominent. I'm a fan of his. Stove God Cooks. He pretty much raps about drugs all the time, but he's so good that
like, it don't even matter, brother.
Right. I know, like at this point, I know a lot of us are fictional now anyway, so it's like if I'm gonna be mad, it won't, I'll pick something else, to be tripping over. Your old Drew, that's a talent. He's not black. He's from New York. And he even mentioned it too, but he is talented, you know what I mean? So, and definitely in tune with the culture. He's fire too.
I'm gonna check that out. Now, going back into your poetry, what's the most powerful message you hope to convey through your work?
When people see a performance, they see authenticity and they see uniqueness.
You definitely have the stage presence. I've seen your videos on Instagram. You definitely have the presence and you project yourself very well when you perform.
That has, and even that, like, that took work.
Yeah.
Cause like I was writing well for a while. Like I've been witty for, since life, but the ability to get up there and deliver them words and like where I am now, that took work. Yeah. So I appreciate, I will accept every compliment on that, because that was a result of putting in some time for sure. So, but yeah, yes, they know, like that's me. There's no, and I same thing. Like I was just at an open mic the day before, as we recording, and that's what it's just like. Nobody sounds like you, like nobody, and I'm just like, that's not gonna get old. You know what I mean? So just and I don't, and I want people to find their version of that. Because my style, like, but it's similar. I'm unique, but I'm still, there's other people who do amazing things as well, and they do it their way. So I want everybody to figure out, find their lane and do it their way. That I support that too. Yeah. I'm a big fan first. I'm a fan first, a student second, and then every now and then they call my name up there, and I do that.
I love that. Now, have you ever had a writer's block moment, and how did you overcome it?
I do. I'll shout out Prentice Powell out there in the Bay, amazing poet. I think that's who I saw this from. He said, like, we don't have writer's block. We just are determined to write something one way, and it's not that right now. So it's like I need to write an erotic poem today, but I don't have that motivation. So now I'm saying I have nothing to write. There's plenty of words, or we're just overly critical at that point in time. So I passing advice I recently got is just like, sometimes it's just a writing exercise. Like everything doesn't, because I used to do that. I used to be like, okay, the purpose of me writing is because there's a show or open mic I'm trying to go to in 3 days. You know what I mean, or whatever the time frame is. But now it's like, as the inspiration comes, let it flow. It doesn't have to be a whole poem. Sometimes it's been a nice line or two, and I just let it be there. And sometimes it's just the reps. It's just like, it's going to the gym, like just the fact that you took some time out to let the brain work and see where the pen moves. I don't write, I type, but see, see where it goes. So so if I try to summarize it, I've tried to be more, not just write for a moment, but write because life is life, and I need a release, and then stop being so like it's got to be that, let it take me. You know what I mean? And see, with that first, second line, and see if you can build something from it. And if you can't, leave it. Just leave it and come back to it later.
And I love that analogy you shared too. Like, it's not that you don't have nothing to write about; it's what you want to write. Like, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, no, I read that. It was read as a comment. It was a couple times. There was a couple times this year where it'd be like so poet. So it'd be like 30 and older, leave some advice. 25 and under, ask for advice. And then they did the same thing with poets. Like if you've been doing it for X amount of time, give advice and others. So that was, somebody asked like that question, and then I read that comment. I was like, ooh, yes, I needed that too. That was not just for the new people.
That's a real good one.
Sure.
Now, for you, what is your go-to piece of advice for other artists and poets and spoken word artists?
Okay.
What would you tell them? Besides what you just shared.
Sure.
Another one.
The other one is get up there. Like do not the whole comparison is a thief of joy. Do not be up here. I need to sound like the feature. I need to sound like the one that walks in and everybody already knows who they are. They started somewhere, and we need you want you to start somewhere. So don't get caught up on comparing what it is, and just again come out and deliver that truth. I'll tell people, some of the people that hear me a lot don't believe me. My first poem was terrible. It was awful. Like it was delivered bad. It was a decent write, but I also didn't edit. So it's like this was fire. But it went way too long. Yeah, it went too long and didn't really probably have no theme, and all that. So it's like, okay, but now you didn't stop and kept moving. So yes, so my that first poem was not done because it was written. There was no edit. It was written, but there was not enough editing. I didn't have delivery yet, so I'm just standing up there nervous and reading from the phone for 5 minutes. No. Right, so we'll even take it into that, like by all means make the first one short, like make it a minute or 2 minutes. Like this is about saying, okay, I've done that. Again, no, it doesn't have to go right up here and everything's amazing and everything's
I'm so sorry. This is about the worst interview I've done. What's the next question?
That's what it is. What it's about.
Oh my god. Y'all, I'm dying. Y'all just watching me. Get help. Right. Okay. If you could perform at any venue in the world, where would it be and why? Or just a place if you don't know a venue itself.
Yeah, so I'll do like, okay, so first, the Platform Poetry Me Please had an event, and they went out to the Apollo. They brought a couple of poets out to the Apollo. Black Chakra out of Baltimore was one of them. Came out there, and of course they picked him for a reason, and he came out there and showed. So that would be amazing, something so legendary. And also, I mean, I've been to a lot of dope venues, from Pure Poetry out this way, Poetry Party out this way, but Voices in Power in Philly. I never get tired of going down there. So it's been, I don't know if I haven't performed there this year. So try to go back. So it's like I've done that already, but it's a vibe every time. Yeah, if I lived closer, I'd be there all the time. But as it is, we show up when we can.
That's true. When's your next performance?
I don't know.
No.
I haven't been booked quite yet. And so then as far as
you say you haven't been booked yet, so are you at that stage like I'm not going out unless I'm getting paid type, or are you I'll still go to open mics and stuff.
I'm going to open mics with a purpose. That purpose, here's the thing though. My purpose is to support the dope venue, or support, somebody, just one of my friends, not even because they came to see me, but support another one of the dope artists that are out here. As it stands, I rock with so many people in the DMV that I still tend to be out and about. But yeah, I am still selective and make a decision. And also just that, like, we're blessed and spoiled out here. There's so many, but there's too many. So you kind of can't go to every one out there. But yeah, no, there is, it's like, every so often it's somebody I'm expecting a phone call to, and they're coming.
That's pretty cool. So what's next for you? I do see that We have a podcast also, the Smart Dumb Podcast.
Yeah.
What? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so that one, so like shout out to you. You're a lot more consistent with yours. I started in 2018, and it's chopped, but I'm okay with that. Like at least I have kept it going, and I'm cool with that part too. So there's two major components or two categories of what I do there. Sometimes it's me, it's a solo episode, just speaking on a topic that it doesn't necessarily have to be like the current trending situation, but it's relevant, and it's just me putting my spin and my perspective on it. And then other times it's this right here. It's an interview with usually with entrepreneurs and subject matter experts. So other people with podcasts, other poets, a breathwork specialist. That's been amazing too. Sometimes I don't know what we know of each other. Sometimes I don't know the people at all. They just like I was at a networking event and they said they want or I was on Threads or whatever the social media prior to that, and I'm getting to know this person in that conversation. So that's been fun too.
Yeah, I love that. Also, we went back with the consistency thing. That was a progress too. It's a progress too. When I started, I had the channel since 2013. I was just doing dumb shit, just posting to friends, whatever.
Right.
But I didn't get really consistent until like this last year. So it's a progress.
It's the podcast version of the poetry. Like get out there and do the thing, and it'll get there. But there's not a magic formula. You have to get the reps in, and a lot of us learn by doing and learn the best by.
Literally, you gotta start. Just start. A lot of people ask like, oh, how you do this and this, your YouTube channel. I want to do one too. Okay, I started on my phone. A shampoo bottle was holding my phone up. That's how I started.
Right.
So, I used to record in my parents' closet. Like, just start. Just do it.
There you go.
Now, have you seen the show before?
Yes.
You know what we about to do?
Yes.
All right. And the people who are just tuned in, let me fill you in. We're about to listen to a brand new song, a new artist this week, like we do every Wednesday on the Real Life of Joe YouTube channel. So this week, it looks like the artist we have, their name is called Lailo Breed. Okay. Have you heard of them before?
No.
All right. Let's get into his bio then.
Okay.
Let's see. This is long as shit. I'm gonna try not to. This is long as hell, man. You got the whole. All right. I ain't reading all of it. I'm not reading all of this, but we're gonna get to the important parts, I guess. So Lailo, I hope I'm saying it right. It's Lailo. Lailo, right?
Sounds like it. Yeah.
All right. Lailo, born LaShawn Laborde. Fancy. What, you French? Right. Is American. No, he's not. Okay, he's not French. He's an American recording artist, born and raised in both Queens and Long Island, New York. Okay. Growing up in the Ravenswood houses of Long Island City, then later moving to Central Islip. I don't know what that maybe Central. I don't know what Islip is.
Is that upstate New York? I could be wrong, but I feel like I've heard of it. I don't know where it is.
All right, Central Islip. Okay. Provided Lailo the opportunity to enroll in a box tech school and pursue music through an audio production class. Okay, so he sounds like he educated in this. He in the books with it. Okay. Right. So after graduating high school, Lailo pursued his music career and formed his own record label, No Breed Records. Okay, congratulations. And is now New Breed Entertainment. Since the start of New Breed Records, Lailo released the following projects. Oh, you got all this listed here. Work hard in dedication. For what it's worth, Lailo presents New Breed, Who is Lailo Volume 1, and it's hosted by DJ Superstar J in the Who is Lailo EP. That was choppy. That was a lot. Not gonna hold you. That was a lot. Let's see. In 2011, Lailo joined the United States Air Force. Thank you for your service. Right. Spent 5.5 years as a National Guardsman. Thank you for your service. And then you released a whole bunch of other EP projects after that. And then you worked with some other people. I never heard of these people, but you said that you worked with Fred the Good Godson.
Oh, Fred the Godson. R.I.P. to him. Yeah, rest in power. Yeah, he was an amazing lyricist out there in New York.
I'm so late. I'm so sorry. All right. So that was.
Shout him out. Yeah, I know.
There you go. And then Eric Sermon, Graf, Marnie Ali, Jilly the Kid, and Uncle Murda.
Okay.
You know them?
Uncle Murder out of New York. Eric Sermon EPMD. See, this is the whole age thing again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you haven't heard of EPMD?
No.
That's all good. That's what we're gonna chalk it up to that. It's all good. And then Gilly the Kid out of Philly. Yeah, so
Alright,
some of them names. Okay, so yeah, he's linked up with a couple names. Yeah.
All right, they teaching me something new. I don't know these people. All right, who that? All right, so the song that Lailo got for us today is called "Necessary." So I'm gonna go ahead and get that pulled up, and we want to see what he's sounding like. Anyway, tuning into Lailo Breed, and the song is called "Necessary." So let's see what we working with. Let me turn this up.
Yeah. This shit sound like an anthem. New breed. We never settle, always one foot on the pedal. We came a long way, man, we straight up out the ghetto. It's necessary that we reach another level. So we go hard like we tryna win a medal. We never settle, always one foot on the pedal. We came a long way, man, we straight up out the ghetto. It's necessary that we reach another level. So we go hard like we tryna win a medal. We making moves, nigga, I can't lose. I do what I choose in my groove. Don't care who approve, I make all the rules. What you mean? On my paper clean, I am a machine. Stacking green, pocket full of cream. Life is like a dream, no complaints. I just wanna be great. Tell me why they hate. Niggas fake. I do what it takes to keep my family straight. On the grind, money on my mind. Seeking you shall find. In due time, man, the sun gon' shine. Everything is fine. Got no worry if I shoot, they scurry. Niggas shoot like Curry in the flurry. Do it in a hurry. Bet you gon' get buried. Fuck around. They gon' hunt you down. Put you in the ground. How you sound? Dummy, you a clown. Man, we run the town. We making plays. Check. We do our thing. Check. It's very necessary that we make a way. Check. On the grind. Check. All the time. Check. Don't you worry about a thing, we doing fine. Yeah, yeah. We never settle, always one foot on the pedal. We came a long way, man, we straight up out the ghetto. It's necessary that we reach another level. So we go hard like we tryna win a medal. We never settle, always one foot on the pedal. We came a long way, man, we straight up out the ghetto. It's necessary that we reach another level. So we go hard like we tryna win a medal. We're not the same, I stay in my lane. This is not a game, you a lame. Look what you became, you should be ashamed. Fuck you thought, nigga, this a sport. I cannot be bought in resorts, living like a boss. Never take a loss, only lessons, man, this shit's a blessing. Nigga, why you stressing, second guessing? Yourself ain't no question, I'm always progressing. Raise the bar, that's gonna take you far. Look at who you are, you a star, moving like a czar. This only a spark, we stay ready, rolling like Andretti. Nigga, so unsteady, you can bet he gon' do what he said he gon' do, cause he petty. Now we on, man, that nigga gone, moving like I'm born. You were born, now your family mourn, why they raise the corn. We making plays, check, we do our thing, check. It's very necessary that we make a way, check. On the grind, check, all the time, check. Don't you worry about a thing, we doing fine, yeah, yeah. We never settle, always one foot on the pedal. We came a long way, man, we straight up out the ghetto. It's necessary that we reach another level. So we go hard like we tryna win a medal. We never settle, always one foot on the pedal. We came a long way, man, we straight up out the ghetto. It's necessary that we reach another level. So we go hard like we tryna win a medal.
You saw that. Like you got the bar, you over here looking. It's not that. It's you can see it. That's hilarious.
All right, we just got finished listening to Lailo Breed and his song "Necessary."
Yeah.
How you feeling about that song? Well, tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, so I would love to know a rapper like what determines the cadence, the pocket, you know what I mean, that you're gonna choose to get in. So I didn't see that one coming, but I liked it because he matched the energy. So it's like it sounded like an anthem. He elephant in the room, and then after, well, I mean, really, you know, yeah, no, he opened with the hook. And then the verse was like a different gear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like that. And he held on. He held that the entire song, which is not it's not easy.
You know, I feel like this song is something to be like pitched to one of the, I don't know, I'm not that much of a gamer, but I see my dude play his football games. It sounds like one of those, like a video game song, like you picking out your character or like even about to start or whatever. Yeah. This is something you should pitch to
That's
EA
going to be the intro, but
to the game.
No, it could, yeah, that right. Yeah, that you know, shoot, Deion Sanders over there, Colorado, like they intro, they hype music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's that vibe, that energy.
Yeah, I like it for that reason. Now, to go in my playlist personally, no, I'm not listening to this. But because I'm sensitive to sound, so like that. That was too loud. That was way too loud. So to play that like in my car, or if I even maybe you can work out to it. Maybe this might be a good lifting song. Yeah. But as far as me driving or like just listening to it in the house, it's too. I feel like it's too high energy and too. That sound, that part is a little bit too much for me. Yeah. But lyrically wise, bar wise, definitely talented. Mm-hmm. Definitely fucking with that.
It was just talking. It was just talking about life. You know what I mean? Like as far as the achievement and weaving in the rhyming, and like I said, in that pocket that I really like. But yeah, it's just I'm just straightforward with the message I'm telling y'all. You know what I mean? And that was cool.
Yeah. But for real, thanks for sharing your music with us today. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you being here. Is there anything else you would like to share with the people? Anything coming out? Or another book dropping?
Yeah. So, I mean, shout out to social?
Yeah, shout out to social.
So it's like, yes, if you want to find out more about, my art, what's happening, IG is Alonetiq, ALONEATIQ. The book is available on Amazon and a website, www.alonetiq.com. Both these links are on the IG link in bio type situation. But I like to support Baltimore events, DMV events, Philly. Every now and then New York, that's a little bit more of a trek.
I don't know about New York.
And I shout about it, just far, but I like it's talent over there. I could name artists out there all the time too. So, I'm active and I'm humbly building. Like quite a few people are fans of checking me out. So it's like, but that and that's a testament to support and showing love, and I'm not just out there for myself. I'm out there for that culture and people real respect real and all that. So yeah, hopefully if I run into y'all, say what up. If you so inclined, get up on the mic, do your thing too.
That. And also, people, of course, I'm not going to leave y'all hanging. The links so you can find them and support them, and the music artists that we listened to today, all the links are going to be on the YouTube channel, therreallifeofjoe.com, into that description bar, so you can follow up, tune in, support each other. What I say all the time, we are all on the biggest rock floating in the middle of space. The least we can do is support each other.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So that's all we got this week. Thank you so much for watching The Real Life of Joe. This is Joe. I do music reviews and talk shit in mics, and I'll see you next time. Maybe. We see how I feel. See you.